Hello and welcome to Postcard A Pint. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Wills.
And today we're still in Wales due to COVID and the weather and work. It's at the minute, I know it's New Year for you guys. It's a little bit in between Christmas and New Year, and it's rained since we've been in Conway. So it's rained and rained and rained.
Rubbish.
So we thought today let's go somewhere.
It's not raining at the moment.
No,
it's beautiful at the moment. Look, no coat.
A little bit inside. So we're going to go to the Sygun Copper Mines. Near
Beddgelert.
Yeah, near Beddgelert, and then we're going to go into Beddgelert and hopefully share the legend with you. Last time we tried Beddgelert, remember? Rainstorm, rained off, shocking, horrible. So, and if you're very good, you can have...
Get a pint at the end.
You can! So come with us, let's explore some copper mines in Beddgelert. It was another dark and mysterious winter's day in Wales, and we were off on our adventures amongst the lakes and mountains once again. Beautiful. We're almost at our first destination of the day, but we thought we'd stop off here. If you saw our Port Merion video and the disaster that happened that day, this is the viewpoint. It's not a brilliant view today, but it's more of a view today. Take a look.
We're nearly at the Sygun Copper Mine, but we have to keep stopping because there's too many beautiful spots like this. We're out with nature.
All right, wholesome boy. Next thing, you'll be turning vegan and living in a van.
No way.
After stopping at all that beautiful nature, we finally made it to the mines. We've arrived, finally, after all our little beauty stops at the mines. It appears to be open. Happy days. The what three words are haven, corrupted, huddle. Let's get inside and check out a mine. Again, you enter the ticket office via a small gift shop full of rocks and gems. Got my hard hat on, let's go mining! Sigan is an old Victorian copper mine which closed as a working mine in 1903. It was opened back up as a museum in 1986. Let's go check it out. So we picked today to get out of the rain outside, but it's raining inside. Cool. Will's got some great cave water sounds. Wills does like to film me filming. Answers on a postcard as to what he thought that looked like. Mining in the area started in Roman times with small-scale tunnels. These were left almost untouched until the Industrial Revolution. Oh, and there are some incredible stalagmites and stalactites. That's the beginning of a little baby stalactite.
186 steps.
Yes, there are 186 steps as the tour is over 3 levels. Looks like a cow's nipple. It's a baby stalactite. There are 6 installations around the mines.
You press a button and an audio presentation tells you what's what.
I wonder if he's waiting for his oggie.
I wonder. All too soon, we came to the end of the tour.
There he is, he's just finished his tour. His rucksack got stuck in the thingy.
Idiot.
What did you think of that then?
That was really cool. It's a self-guided tour. There's 6 installations in there where you press a button and it tells you a little bit of history and stuff. I can't believe it's not raining on the outside, it's just raining on the inside. Good call today. Don't wear shoes what leak. It's quite wet on the floor and it's not for you if you're not good on your legs. There's a lot of steps in there. But I enjoyed it. So it's popped us out halfway up the mountain. The steps have climbed us, I'd say halfway up what the actual mountain is. You can see down below where we bought the ticket, so we're going to stroll down the mountain. And I think I might go panning for gold in the river. I know it's illegal, but some spoil sports have put a fence up since we were last here, so you can't get down to the river. I shall pan for gold in Beddgelert. Here we are at Beddgelert. The weather is better than last time we were here. It's not raining. The what 3 words we use are crank torn mixers, and we paid £3 for 3 hours of parking. Let's go see.
Beddgelert is one of Snowdonia's loveliest villages, a place of legend, culture and history, yet rich with activities, adventures and attractions. Oh, and great ice cream too. This is the picturesque bridge crossing the River Colwyn in the centre of Beddgelert. There was high water this day. There are numerous craft and independent shops in Beddgelert. This one is a favourite of ours. It's right alongside the river. You know Christmas is over when there's 25% off Santa.
Now this here is a confluence, which is where 2 rivers join, and if I'm right, this is the River Glaslyn, this is the River Colwyn, and this is where they meet, and that's where they go.
Alright.
Cool, eh? We're now inside the Priory and Parish Church of St Mary in Beddgelert.
It's absolutely stunning. Let's take a look.
It's a Grade 2 listed building and built on one of the oldest Christian establishments in Wales.
As we said, we're in Beddgelert. But what does Beddgelert mean? Well, Bedd means grave, and Gellert is the name of a famous dog. So let us tell you the story and the legend of Beddgelert. This is a story of tragedy and loyalty of a hound until the very end. It takes place here, in Beddgelert in the 13th century, in an area known as Eryri, which is now known as Snowdonia. Prince Llewellyn the Great was one of the most powerful men in Wales of his time. He'd often spend his summers here in the village, and he'd bring with him his pack of hunting dogs, his favourite of which being Gellert, a beautiful wolfhound that would rarely leave his side. One day, the prince and his household went out hunting, leaving his baby alone and asleep at the castle. After a while, Llewellyn realised that Gellert wasn't with them. He was worried and he called off the hunt and went back to the castle. Upon his return, he was greeted by Gellert running towards him. His jaws were covered in blood. Fearing the worst, Llewellyn ran to the room where the baby had been sleeping, only to find an overturned cradle, blood-soaked blankets, and no sign of the baby. Llewellyn leapt into a rage, assuming that Gellert had killed his baby. He plunged his sword deep into the dog's heart. Gellert howled in pain as he died. The dog's howls were followed by the sound of a baby crying. Llewellyn ran to the overturned crib and beneath it found his baby, crying but unharmed. Next to the crying baby was the blood-soaked body of a large wolf, which Gellert had obviously killed, protecting his son. The prince was overcome with sadness and held the body of Gellert in his arms. He carried him down to near the river and gave him a hero's funeral. It is said that Llewellyn never smiled again, and the gravestone marks the burial spot of his faithful hound, Gellert.
Unfortunately, there's absolutely no evidence to say that the story of Beddgelert is true. More than likely, it was made up by a chap called David Pritchard, who moved from South Wales up to the area when it was originally probably called Beddgelert, not Beddgelert, which was named after an old Irish saint or a Celtic warrior. It's said that he originally came up with the story to get a bit more tourism in the town and to get more people to his bar at the Royal Goat. Now, legend has it, another legend, that every time somebody makes a cash sale at the Royal Goat pub, you can hear the laughter of David Pritchard.
Regardless of that, it's my favourite story, although I will say, Llewellyn, bad parenting skills. Who leaves a baby alone in a castle and goes off hunting? Naughty boy. With all these sheep with people, they're like all the nice groomed ones and that, of all these sheep, that one there would be me. Like messy, muck all over its jumper, needs to change your clothes. Can't leave the house.
I'm covered in poo.
It's not poo, it's copper juice.
My panning for gold's gonna have to take a back seat today. The water's too high, I can't get down the bottom. In the summer, we get our chips from the cafe across the road and sit on this wall by the river and eat them. We're going to see if it's open now.
Jacket potato and tuna. Get in.
Well, that was great. All nice and full. We've decided not to have a pint in Beddgelert. We're going to go home and reminisce by the fire instead. So come on.
But first to the lake.
Well, that was a lovely day, and another day without coronavirus. You'll be happy to hear we got through Christmas COVID-free. Had a bit of a close call on Boxing Day, not us here, no, my sister. Apparently, if you eat a Lindt Lindor chocolate and then shove the swab down your throat, you can throw up a positive lateral flow. But it's all right, she didn't have COVID, she just had chocolate. So she did a couple more, she went for a PCR, but we had to postpone Boxing Day. We're having that tomorrow now. So yes, before we go,
if you could like this video, that'd be lovely. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be lovely. If you could push the little bell, that'd be lovely too. Don't know what it does, be lovely.
right, do you think it's time for a pint?
I think it's pint time.
Yay! Here we are, back home in front of the fire where we should be, nice and warm. We've had a lovely day, and in fact, we really lucked out on the weather today.
It said it was going to pour down all day, and we had blue skies and
I
everything.
know, the weather app said 100% it will rain all day. And the only place it actually did rain was inside the mine.
The cave, or the mine.
The mine where we booked to get out of the rain.
Oh well.
But anyway, Beddgelert, that was fantastic as
Never
well.
mind about Beddgelert, take a look at that. Postcard A Pint beer glass. Christmas present.
And you know what? I made him a postcard A Pint beer glass.
And I made her one.
I know. We opened our presents. How we did laugh on Christmas morning.
Slightly different.
Yeah. So
if you'd like to buy one,
we're selling.
I'll sell them if somebody wants one. Comments below if you want one.
If you want to buy one, he will be handling all the sales.
Yep.
So, anyway, back to Beddgelert. We had a lovely, lovely time, and we definitely want to go there again in the sunshine. We want to take the Welsh Highland Steam Railway next time and show it you in the sunshine, because it is gorgeous in the sunshine, but then it was nice today. So, on that note...
on that note, I guess it's time to say goodbye.
It is, and what's it say in your pint glass, Wills?
And as it says on my pint glass, which will be available to buy very soon. Cheers to the good times.
Cheers.
I went to my mate's house the other day. He said, "Here, look at this." He got his dog out, and his dog turned up with a top hat, magic wand, cloak, then proceeded to pull a rabbit out of the top hat. I said, "That's amazing." He said, "Yeah, he's a Labrador."